Hi there. My name is Raphael Wolf. I'm running as the third-party Libertarian candidate at the 41st. Libertarians do a caucus. They don't do primaries. So I wouldn't be on a primary ballot in August. I happened to run into an HBA member that asked me if I was speaking at today's event, which is how I knew about it. And so graciously they allowed me to be here. I think there is... my background, real quick. I do IT work. I do systems and systems design. I love economics. I love history. And, we're all here talking about the housing crisis, but I think there's also a Taco Bell affordability crisis. There's an insurance affordability crisis. There's an everything crisis. And nobody here is going to deliver you affordable housing. I'm a bit of a contrarian. And the reason why is because everything is denominated in US dollars. And the buying power of the dollar has been going south. It's less. You get less for your money. You get less for your labor. And so, to think about in other terms, has the purchasing power of a gold owner and the housing affordability gone down? If you own gold, housing is cheaper. If you own silver, housing is cheaper. If you own NVIDIA stock, housing is cheaper. So when you think about things in economic terms, it depends on who you are. Housing is cheaper because I own Bitcoin. Housing is going to zero against certain asset classes. And when you talk about housing and affordability, that's how we need to think. Nobody here can control the dollar. When you elect these individuals, you're electing a committee member to sit in an 8-person committee, 13-person committee, and their power stripped to the committee chair. So my number one goal is to depower the establishment party system in Lansing. So no political party has the majority power. That's when I can talk to all these individuals and we can work it out, not from the top down. They're all just votes in a committee. Thank you. Thank you, Raphael Wolf, again, the third-party candidate for the Libertarian Party. Here's where you have to know your history. In 1972, Nixon took us off the gold standard. Terry kind of alludes to a lot of these things when he talks about the Fed and monetary policy and the erosion of the dollar, like I talked about earlier. The ultimate solution, everybody wants an answer, you got to think like a banker. In 1972, after we got taken off the gold standard, the economy became debt leveraged and financialized. That means lending, easy credit, the era of credit cards. If you want to fix the housing crisis, what you need to do is offer a 60-year mortgage. Think like a banker. That will cut the cost of housing, your monthly payment. Everybody thinks in terms of monthly payment when you go buy a car or a truck. I'm not even talking about the regulation stuff. When you make a cake, the base in a cake is flour. The base in housing is financing. That is your answer. You need a 60-year mortgage. Thank you. Raphael Wolf, Libertarian from the 41st State House Rep. There is no kumbaya. There is no real discussion between the Democratic Party and the Republican Party. People think in sets of two parties. That's not how it works. You have to understand how government works. We have a city committee chair here. I'm sure he's a very fine gentleman, but if it doesn't want to come out of this committee, he doesn't have to let it. It can sit in committee. And so the only way to solve any of these problems, where I can talk to these other individuals about actually solving the problem, is to take his power away, to take the House Speaker's power away, and to take the Senate Majority Leader's power away, and empower these individuals to actually do that work. Again, when you're voting for these individuals, you're voting for a committee member. They have no power, and they will continue to have no power because it's transferred to the committee chairs, and so forth and so on. Thank you.